Hello, Internet. It's Gola, aka John, on a very, very,
Very.
humid July day, evening thing. Oh, we're back with some de-stressing, with some Spiritfarer, as we do, because it's Sunday, and I'm kind of glad that this is not a very intense game, you know? It's doesn't have a lot of like twitchy thing, you know, it's not your Dark Souls, it's not your Bloodborne, it's not your Fury? I mean, different example, but still remains. Because yeah, I don't know what it is about today. Maybe it's just the fact that it's been overwhelmingly humid all day and combined with the heat, but I am just a fucking like deflated potato right now, to be honest. That being said, though, I do have some new things going on with the Spiritfarer. Okay, let's switch over. Oh, there we go. Now, as you may notice, we're back on Overlook Island. And I can also go in here, which I can't remember if there's anything in here, but I don't think there was. We are back here because I decided to go for the completionist criteria for all the recipes and kind of ran up, just basically went fuck it, checked the wiki, looked up all the recipes, and, started cooking away as one does. And ran into a block with a certain resource, honey. Like, I just don't have any honey left after the little bit I got from Francis. And so I did get a little deeper into the wiki and find out that there's an upgrade you can get for one of the either the field or the garden, although I think they said the field, that will basically install a hive in that area. And then from there you can harvest honey from the bees. Switch that down a peg so we can do this voice instead of being a little more extreme. And wouldn't you know it, in order to get said upgrade, it's one of the things you get for completing a quest from Jackie, who I thought we were done with, who fucking disappeared, blew up on us after we, stood up for Daria. But apparently not. Apparently we can talk to somebody here, and they will give us a shenanigan that will eventually lead Jackie to popping up again. So, a little annoyed that it took going to the wiki to find that out, but hey, it will get rid of that question mark on our ship, so we'll fully have done everything we can before going off to the great beyond. Anyway,
I heard something doctors forgot stuff inside your body when they do surgeries.
or heard sometimes, yeah.
They once found a watch inside a person's knee. What, you don't believe me? I'm telling you, it's true. My best friend's cousin, twice removed, told him, and then he told me. That's like 3 people right there. It has to be true.
Sure.
Why do they sometimes tell you not to eat or drink anything before an appointment? Is it because doctors don't want you to eat their lunches? Like, are they afraid that food will run out at a grocery store? So if they tell everyone not to eat 24 hours before, they can go do their groceries without all the crowds. They can have their pick of the best foods in the world. That does make a lot of sense now that I say it out loud.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They got me this time. Next time, though, I'll eat to my heart's content before my appointment. Oh yeah, I'm in trouble now. I ate a Danish on the way here. I can feel it going down into my belly. It had cheese filling with a raspberry swirl. It was a big boy, too. This line better not be too long.
Cool. Okay, what about you?
You really think about it, we're all trash.
Is that all you got to say?
I would've brought gloves from home.
Okay. So yeah, somebody. So we're gonna talk to everybody because, yeah, that's the creepy licky boy. Ew. So someone on the island somewhere has a shenanigan for us, at least allegedly, and gotta kill time anyway for Buck to advance, which I am still surprised that didn't happen yesterday, considering the day-night cycles that we went through.
I've got a hard time remembering which spices go where. What's the difference between thyme and rosemary? Besides the name, obviously. Do I have to taste them to figure that out? I don't want to taste weird food plants.
Well, that's kind of how you learn how to cook. Oh, here we go.
Hey! Have I been enjoying my time at...
Overbrook?
Not really. Everyone is so mean to me. They keep calling me names. Like Trashy or Piles. You know? Names relating to picking up trash. You probably already figured that out. I do enjoy picking up other people's trash, but it still hurts. I don't like it when people call me mean names. Very few people like that, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a kink for that.
This job would be great if they would just stop trash talking to me. Oh no, I'm the one doing it now. I just want them to treat me with a little more bit of respect. Or, at the very least, not talk to me. Would you mind telling them to stop? That would make my days a bit better.
Hey, there we go. Journey to the core. The core. Talk to the head doctor on the balcony in Overbrook. Simple enough. Hey, we got up to here. How's this guy doing?
Now, where's my guy?
Still waiting on this guy. Oh, well, here we go. Alright, where's that head of doctor guy? Is he this one?
Where's that real sharp knife?
That's not it.
We're gonna do a lot of good with this food. Thank you again. If you want some service, line up at the window.
No thanks, I'm looking for the head doctor. Let's see.
No. Thank you again. There's work to do, but this is a good start.
Okay, maybe he's up hanging around here? Probably more towards the actual hotel, or hospital. The thing with the patients and the such. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's just Daria. Oh, actually, maybe he's... Nope, it's just still Daria's room. Oop. Oh, look, and there's our friends in the night sky.
Is it spelled hospital or hospital? Not for me, of course. I know how it's spelled. I work here. It's for... a friend? Yes, it's for a friend. Where did I put that scalp? Why do so many people get sick? Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep it moving here. Got some doctoring to do.
Okay, your dialogue has been exhausted. Are you the one?
Doctors on TV aren't real. Did you know that? I sure didn't. For a while, I just thought I was doing something wrong. I wasn't getting into complicated love triangles with my coworkers. I wasn't embroiled in a high-stakes murder conspiracy. I was just being a doctor. The way they taught me in school, it was odd. Maybe it's a different kind of doctoring. Like over the pond or something?
No, it's just TV. It's just TV.
Don't you just love it when everything is clean? I'm talking clean. Like eating off the floor clean. Something to be proud of. Like you can see reflections. It's so clean. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna dream about clean floors tonight.
Okay.
When does something actually become trash?
Okay, now you're just getting philosophical. Okay, so there's those guys. Is there anybody in the side? Oh, there are a few. Hello.
I hope we find her soon, Blow. I hope we find her sooner, Leo.
Liao? Lao? How about you? Are you the one?
Hi there. What? Old Trashy doesn't like being called names. Well, that's news to me. I really thought we had a rapport. I would produce trash, he would pick it up, I would call him a trash-related name. We had this whole bit. I'm a bit shocked, really. I'll try and be better at reading social cues next time. Just feel awful now. What should I do? Well, money has always been the answer for me. What does Trashy... I mean, well, I actually don't know his name.
Well, perhaps learning his name would be a first start. I don't know.
I will find that out first thing in the morning. In the meantime, I should do something nice for him. Got it! You should go give him something healthy. That always cheers me up. And
Apple.
maybe? I know it sounds expensive, but it's organic and so healthy for you. I eat like 12 a day. That's why I'm so vibrant and fit. I'm sure he'll love it. He always rambles on about eating healthy and producing his own food. Who has time for that? Not me, but you know, everyone's got a thing. So, here's some money, just in case. Just go see him with an
Apple.
I'm sure things will be fine after that. Thanks.
Alright, easy enough. Oh, buddy. I did not need them glims. Right.
Oh, wow. What? Yeah, I don't want your dumb rich people apple.
Or apple.
If he thinks a fruit bought with dirty money will make things better, he's completely delusional. But look at the scenery. There's a garden here now. Nature completely overtook these ruins. This looks amazing. It's so beautiful and... oh, just smell the air. So fresh. This is way better than some stupid fruit or whatever. I heard rich people's apples were actually made of recycled apples.
Citation definitely needed.
Mixed in with, like, dirty magazines, little rocks, used water, etc.
Now that's more likely than not to be food for cheaper food, because rich people can afford super expensive and hard to produce foods. That's kind of their whole shtick. You know, they get the good stuff while the rest of us are stuck slowly dying. You know, that what you're saying is completely wrong.
You know, the gross stuff. What I enjoy about rich people is the way they spend their money. On dumb things. Well. I don't know how this overgrown garden popped up. It sure makes my little feud with the doctor pretty inconsequential. He can call me whatever he wants. I don't care. I've got a garden now. I'm clearly better than him. Whoa, look at this splendor. Nature really makes things better, doesn't it?
It's complete. And that's it for shenanigans. Alright, yeah.
I can spend hours here.
Yep, and apparently you're all out of thoughts, too. You got anything to say?
No, we don't do substitutions.
Alright. Didn't ask, but thanks for the info. So now, I think it's just a matter of going back to the ship and, I don't know, puttering around. Which is good, because I have some thoughts. I'm going to be changing, not big changes, but just little changes. Like, I'm going to stop doing the whole fucking call to action shit. Because, A, it hasn't been working. Not really. And B, it's just, yeah, it's one of those things that, like, you think, like, people trick you into thinking is actually going to help you, and, you know, it doesn't. It's just putting pressure on, like, someone just viewing, you know, just coming here being like, man, I just wanted to watch a thing. I didn't want to get pressured into anything. So, yeah, we're just gonna end it without all that garbage and not be saying that garbage during or anything. Like none of that begging for follows shit. Cause A, I don't need it, and B, it doesn't work. Huh? Oh, it's Buck. He's down there. Let's see. Commander, the time has come for you to cast a level 3 abundant meal spell. I am, unfortunately, starving. Like, really hungry. Oh, damn, yeah. For real. Alright, well, you like comfort food, if I remember right. It's exotic and comforting. Glorious! Your humble servant accepts your gift of comfort with much deference, Commander. And as much as his taste buds cast a salviate spell in delectation, his stomach lost its initiative roll. This is so good. Let's see. Never mind. Snack. Have some snacks. Yes. And also have a hug. Ooh, some corn dog. All right. Oop. Sorry, Daffy. Didn't realize you were waiting. Yeah. Oop. Oh, no, that's not it. There we go. I just wasn't getting the button prompt right. Yay, some more resources that are not needed. But yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know if any... I'm a casual fan of the super eye patch wolf. I both think he's a pretty handsome dude and also does like really interesting video essays, even the ones that aren't on topics that I give a shit about. Like, honestly, I don't give a shit about, like, there are a few things that I don't give a, I don't, that I'm already derailing myself. Latest video was all about basically both content creating, like on social media, I mean, obviously with the focus on YouTube, and the influence peddlers, like the people who claim to be able to tell you, yes, that's right, you out there, how you can optimize your videos or content or whatever, and crack the algorithm and get millions of subscribers and shit with that, and other very pie in the sky promises. When in fact, like, it's like basically anybody who tells you that they can make you any type of YouTube famous or social media famous is fucking lying to you, because the path to success is much akin to the path of success for like movie stars or sports stars. Like there's a million people who want to be like a famous actor or director or whatever, and there's a very small handful of people who actually get to do that. And a lot of them, and like, if you are not factoring in stuff like class and stuff like that, you know, resources before you decided to become a star of whatever type of media you want to be a star of, like, it still comes down to just getting lucky, like having lightning strike or something like that. You could have like the best content in the world, you could have the most interesting viewpoint on a subject, and it doesn't matter. Like, it really don't make a big difference. All that really matters is if you just happen to be at the right place at the right time, and people, you know, either see your content or, like, you know, like a talent scout, whether it's like sports or whatever, or like movies or whatever, happens to see you. And that's really the biggest part of it. Now, if you do factor in stuff like privilege, then that skews it even harder, because you'll find that a lot of the people who peddle like you can be as successful as they are, like all have come from like tend to come from like privileged backgrounds, like, or at the very least are like, if not like super privileged, like at least middle class, at least stability, or they have like network or something like that. So them peddling the idea that, oh, you can be just like me and become internet famous is a lie, because a lot of times the thing that got them internet famous isn't going to work, because when they got internet famous, the internet, especially social media, was a different ecosystem. Like, just to go back to the YouTube example, like, you know, a few years back, like, it seemed viewer count was what really counted, and then like it shifted to the amount of time a viewer watches your content, and that became super important, more important than just raw views. So if someone like who, you know, blew up on the YouTube like back in the day, they know how to blow up only back in their time, like, which would be great if you had like a fucking, a flounder. If you had a fucking time machine and can go back to, you know, 2015 or whatever, and before the site changes. So it's like, it's totally like bogus. And most of those inspirational videos, they follow a format of, they will, basically, if they're even halfway decent, will start off with like a basic introduction to stuff like video edit, you know, in the case of YouTube, like how to use the tube, how to work with the interface, stuff like that. I don't know why I came back here. I'm just killing time at this point to see if anything happens. Maybe we just go back there a little bit. I feel like it's another case where like you have to have a passage of time for the game to progress. But yeah, like the best ones tend to start off with just basic shit that you can, basic instructions that you can Google quite easily. Like, again, YouTube basics, like navigating the site, navigating the creator dashboard, shit like that. Publishing a video, basic editing, software choices, like, you know, getting comfortable with something like OBS if you're on Twitch or whatever. Which, yes, that's useful information, but it's also information, like I said, that you can just do a basic Google search. Like, you don't need to pay like $16.50, $488, to use a very specific example from Super Eyepash Wolf's video, for that information. So like, oh, you have something else. So like so if that's not the appeal, because that's just shit you can easily Google, then it's the latter chunk, the one where they promise to tell you how to crack the algorithm, and it's a fucking lie. So more on that in a minute. Let's see what this guy has to say.
You're that errand person from earlier. Always running around and doing things for others? Listen, you're the one that got me here, which is great and all, but I have an issue. Listen up, whatever your name is. I didn't end up selling my penthouse. The market is quite unstable right now. No. I don't want you to house sit for me. That's not it. My problem is my collection of exotic birds. My birds can't be alone for too long. They get antsy. Plus, some of them have, let's say, special needs. I need you to find some kind of bird babysitter. A bird sitter. Someone who likes wings and beaks, I suppose. Why can't I do it? Well, I'm a rich and busy doctor. I can't leave in the middle of surgery, with my hands all bloody. If I leave to feed my birds, who will clean my bloody hands when I'm not at the hospital? Do I need to bring an assistant with me at all times? Just because my birds need to be fed every day? I don't think so. That assistant has a life of her own. That assistant has things to do, places to go. Why are you making my assistant do all this extra work? You need to think of other people for once in your life. So listen, you need to do two things. First up, you need to buy specialty treats for my precious birds.
Cherries.
Are your best bet. It's probably the only good thing in this world. Next, and this is tricky, so listen carefully. You need to find someone who is good with birds or lizards or whatever. Someone to be in my house once a day to take care. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Let's try that again, shall we? Like I said, my brain is humidity melted.
Someone to be in my house once a day to care for my army of birds. Another doctor was telling me about a service on
Edgeboro Lane.
something Lizard King? I wasn't really listening. Maybe you can look into it. I need my birds to be babysat and pampered. Is that too much to ask in these modern times?
I suppose not. All right, well, I guess we do... Hey, at least we get to go somewhere. So we got the cherries. Obviously, we have a cherry tree. But so yeah, so the first half is just and these are like the ones that only are like the closest thing to useful. Just provide information that most places provide for free, or like you can Google and find for free. Hell, on the actual youtube.com type site, you can look up plenty of tutorial videos, watch them all the way through, that have all that information, again, for free. So the back half is what they're really selling you on, the idea that they can help you break the algorithm, that they can optimize your content for maximum search results. You get the idea. And it's a lie. Like, they don't know how to break the algorithm. If they did, first of all, if they did, then you think that information would remain a secret? Like, in this day and age? In this location? Like, no. No, 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 no. And also no. That shit would get leaked really fast. Like, to the point where you would turn around and all of a sudden, every single video would be the exact same content. And the platform would basically just be broken at that point, because with everybody producing the exact same content, it would basically become a monolith, and millions of people who are looking for different content would just fucking run for the hills, because suddenly it's like, you remember that time in YouTube where those like pregnant Elsa Spider-Man algorithm videos were like really big? It's like that. Like, imagine that, but like, instead of it being just a weird thing that happened like once, and then the algorithm changed and those videos got mercifully buried back in obscurity, they just were the site. Like, every content creator just made pregnant Elsa Spider-Man videos for the end of time, or like YouTube would just be gone. It would be a dead platform. Like, nobody would go anywhere near it. It would be toxic. It would be broken. More toxic and broken than it is right now, I should stress. So whenever anybody tells you that they have cracked the algorithm, they're completely lying. They just happened to get lucky one time. Like, they just happened to be in the right place at the right time, made like content that connected with people, and it took off from there. And again, a lot of the times, the people who take off like are already in a place of privilege where they can do stuff like pay for decent audio and video equipment, actually have a crew with them to shoot videos, go to interesting locations, like stuff like that. Like, I won't say some of the examples they brought up because they're some of the internet's most annoying assholes. Oh, we're already here. But yeah, a lot of the people who who have become big on YouTube, like, they didn't come from nowhere. Like, in some cases, like, there's one particular case who's been making the rounds. I saw someone's video refer to him as the youth pastor of capitalism, and it's fucking brilliant. I want to say it was a channel called Munecat. Yes, I want to say it's Munecat. See a blonde person a blonde femme person on the title card, then that's probably it. And if they have a British accent, then you've got the Munecat. But yeah, it's like, someone like that who preaches that like 24/7 grind life, and like you can make it from anything. Complete lie. Like, dude grew up very comfortable. Dad had a wine shop, eventually had a vineyard, and he made he blew up by reviewing basically his daddy's wine on YouTube. And it was at a point in the platform where there wasn't as much competition, and it was a novel concept at the time as well, to just have like online reviews, be post content. So the dude already started off in a very comfortable place, and would have been perfectly fine if his reviews were just never took off. And there's plenty of other examples like that. Like, there's one dude who specifically has a $488 course on how to optimize your content to get millions of subscribers and viewers. And like, the dude tries to make the claim that like anybody can do it, and more so than that, make the claim that, oh, he's just a regular guy, like, had nothing special about him, and he became a YouTube sensation. Which is funny because it's also not true. If you go to like his channel, he promises to give you 1 million views or 1 million subscribers, and his channel is still in the 100,000s. Like, it's a pretty bold claim when you don't have it. And more importantly, he didn't come from nothing. He made his money in my opinion, one of the most parasitic ways possible: real estate investment. So, yeah, like, dude, you didn't come from nothing. You're not like some poor kid out of college or like someone who can't even afford to go to like community college or something, like struggling to find a consistent source of income. You are a fucking land parasite. A rich land parasite. So of course you don't, like, you have no problem like making a very basic like how to make content video, again with outdated information for the platform. And it's so funny too, because like they'll be the kind of person who's like, oh, well, the nice thing about doing that's the problem with like traditional learning is by the time you're done with the class, the technology has moved beyond it, so you're blah blah blah. And while he's doing the exact same thing, like, he's trying to give you tips to optimize your YouTube views based on YouTube of like 3 years ago. So it's like, are you fucking kidding me? But that's not even the most. But I mean, that's one of the parts I find fascinating, because like I love like these kind of like deep dive like analysis videos. I'm a total junkie about those. But and in some cases, like, it's also very helpful for like recontextualizing like why I'm doing this, and like make me understand that like I need to set limits and not get hung up on not having a ton of viewers or anything like that, because the shit it's like 1 in a million, maybe more like 1 in a billion at this point, with the amount of content creators on platforms. Hell, even having like 50 viewers puts you in like the top like single-digit % of all Twitch streamers, which is fucking nuts, considering that like that does absolutely not entail like massive success at all. So like that's how dire the stakes are if you're trying to be a like make a living off of you or be a star on a social media platform, let alone like just make a sustainable living. But more on that later. Let's talk to the Lizard King.
Well, look at what we have here. An offering for the Lizard King. Good. Well, tell me what you have brought.
I brought an apple.
Your hands are empty, but your promise is enticing. Birds. Lots of birds. In a sanctuary in the city. How wonderful! This is indeed a treat. You sure know how to shower your king with presents. It was written into law by royal decree. These birds will become royalty. They will be pampered and spoiled. They will be kings and queens of the animal kingdom. This is indeed a grand day. Huzzah!
Yeah, we did it. Oop, that's the wrong button. Alright, and now we just go back to the doctor. So yeah, like that's the part I find fascinating. But then like the other half of the video is all about like what it actually is like to be a content creator, specifically in his case on the tube. And it serves as both a more not rose-colored glasses depiction of what it is actually like to be a content creator, but also sort of highlights the way that YouTube is set up to basically make content creators miserable and destroy their self-esteem. Like just with the example of like the YouTube studio creators dashboard, like you could have like a video that does like amazing views. Oh right, you should, yeah. Oh okay, I'll feed you. Sorry, I know it's been a minute. Have some latchka. Yeah, all right. She loves the latchka. Lashka? Well, let's give her a hug, since, again, it's been... Yeah, we both needed that. I mean, I know you really need to go to the Everdoor, but I'm so scared that Stella is going to take priority over her passengers. But, okay, so to get back on track, with that, he is basically like you can have a video that by all means is successful, and then YouTube will rank your video like 5 out of 10, like of your most recent uploads. And it's like, just takes the piss out of it. And like all of a sudden, like this thing that you spent a lot of time crafting and pouring your soul into is just reduced to a mid-rank. Like, that's very fucked up. And the more insidious thing is, that's just the taste. That's just the hit, like a dealer gives you right before, like the free sample a dealer gives you to get you hooked. Because the other thing, the little link in that little dashboard section with your first videos, with your latest videos performance, goes to YouTube Analytics, which is basically like giving a person with a gambling addiction access, like a slot machine that will give them a key to open up the casino floor with more slot machines. Because suddenly, instead of like being proud of like your content and being just glad that it's making enough for you to get by, it's reduced to, okay, well this video had this many viewers, this video had that many viewers, my demographics are this and that, and no, this one's viewing. So like it creates a cycle of like you're just refreshing the analytics constantly, like you're pulling the arm of a one-armed bandit in a casino, just hoping for it to give you that that jackpot dopamine rush when it does well. And if it doesn't do well, it just fucks your whole day up. Like, and that's like a light case scenario. Like, it fucks your day up, makes you depressed. And especially with a job where you're spending a lot of time on your own, that can be fucking devastating. It can create a lot of problems for your social life. So, like, it basically becomes like an addiction to, again, to bring up like gambling addicts. It's that same thing. Like, you become addicted to checking your analytics, checking your algorithm to make sure. Oh, who was I talking to? Oh, yes, the doctor up top. Yeah, you just become addicted to that, and in the same sense as like if you know, try a drug for the first time and you get that euphoric high off of it, you have to do more and more drugs, or more and more of that drug to get a similar high, because your body builds up a tolerance, and eventually, like, you're no longer getting high off of it. You're literally just using the drug to stave off withdrawal. And it's the same thing with YouTube. Like, you can become addicted to basically anything. Like, there's a really good book I read a few years back called In the Realm of Hungry Ghosts by Gabor Mate, who was or is presumably still a doctor who specifies in treating people with addiction issues, addicts, if you will, and basically laid out like not just like his patients, but his own addiction. Like, in his case, he was addicted to something I personally despise given my job, because they crop up a lot and they're annoying. Classical music CDs. Like, dude would literally like have to keep himself from stopping by his local music store to just compulsively buy CDs. And it's like, there's no like chemical there. It's not like he's, shooting up like heroin or something, but he's still like, it's all in the brain. It's the brain chemistry. It's just, this thing is targeting the brain chemistry, activating the brain chemistry instead of a literal chemical activating it. So I just find it interesting too, because like the other thing I'm watching, speak of creators who could probably use a little more a spotlight. Friday during the Bloodborne stream, let's see, I'm gonna butcher their handle, but I'm at least gonna get the first part right because they let me know. Cocaine or Cocaine recommended a content creator series of videos. The content creator is Charred Thermos, which I don't know what it is about me, but it just kind of, that name I really like. Like, it just, I guess it just sort of sticks in my brain the way, it's just like my brain just likes that combination there. It's just novel, I guess. But this Charred Thermos creator has a playlist about deconstructing the hidden meaning of Bloodborne. And, there's plenty like Bloodborne lore meaning video analyses out there. And this is the first one where I've seen that like their theory is completely novel, at least to me. Like, so basically, like, Bloodborne is not so much about like the cosmic terror and the beasts and all that stuff and dreams and nightmares. That's not exactly what it's about. It is, but it's a metaphor for medical practices in the Victorian era, specifically Edinburgh, Scotland, which was like sort of a central hub for the birth of modern medicine, at least in the West. And so I'm gonna totally 100% recommend anyone watching like checks that series out. Again, that's Charred Thermos, because his videos aren't and this is their videos. I don't know their pronouns, so I just go gender neutral because I'm gender neutral. They're they explicitly state, and I don't think they needed to do this, but I appreciate people who have that level of self-awareness. They purposefully go out to mention that they are not Vati. Like, they don't have that production value. Like, their videos are very simple narration with maybe a little bit of background music and stills from the game or any relevant figures for the theory. Maybe occasionally like a PowerPoint type slide with some text on it. But it's totally worth a watch because it's pretty well researched. They're very persuasive in their argument, if nothing else. And they also, again, they bring forth a lot of evidence to back up their claims and are, like any theorist worth their salt, openly admit what they think is a bit of a stretch and what isn't. So it's a totally interesting video to check out, but one of the main themes around it is that the blood, the Miracle Healing Church's blood, is ether, which was, when it debuted, seen as a miracle kind of cure-all, even though it's basically just an anesthetic and doesn't actually cure anything. But it's also highly addictive, so in one sense, Bloodborne, viewed through that lens, Bloodborne becomes about the medical establishment coming up with a wonder drug, and then people getting addicted to it, and then basically going through withdrawal symptoms and becoming violent. Like, talks about like one particular doctor who experimented with, I can't remember if he experimented with ether or chloroform, because again, there's several videos, but went through like pretty nasty withdrawal symptoms and went a little violent and turned violent as well, and is allegedly the inspiration for Robert Louis Stevenson's The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is basically a metaphor for drug addiction. Like, Mr. Hyde is, like, Dr. Jekyll creates a potion that does all sorts of weird shit, and Hyde is sort of like the withdrawal symptoms to this. He's basically trying to find like a miracle drug, and he thinks he finds it, but then when he stops taking it, when he stops taking it, like it eventually, like, the Hyde personality comes out, and the Hyde personality is the withdrawal symptoms. Like, he's violent, he's irritable, etc., like that. And how does he deal with the Hyde persona? He takes more of the drug until he builds up a tolerance, or I think in the story, because it's been a minute since I read it, although I should have it. Oh no, that's H.G. Wells, not Robert Louis Stevenson. Oops. I think he loses the formula and can't make any more of the drug, so he basically is like locked into the Hyde persona. He's going to be locked into the Hyde persona no matter what. But that inspired Bloodborne, and that's basically the Beast Scourge. The Beast Scourge can be viewed as addicts going through withdrawal, because everybody consumes the blood to a ridiculous degree. They talk about how intoxicating it is. You know, the hunter, like the pungent blood cocktail refers to blood being more intoxicating than alcohol. So, like, there's that layer of like addict withdrawal stuff that most lore videos never even really, like, that's a premise that, like, most lore videos don't even really notice. Most lore videos will comment about the connections between Lovecraft and that kind of eldritch horror, blah blah blah, that kind of shit. So it was just refreshing, but also strangely coincides with like Super Eye Patch's old video about how YouTube content creators can become addicted to the algorithm. So I guess that's a long rambling way of just saying I had an interesting interaction with two completely different videos that happen to both talk about addiction. So, okay, what does this guy have to say now?
Well, that settles that. Thank you for taking care of my precious birds. I miss them so much.
That's all you gotta say, really?
I'm just so glad all my birds are being taken care of.
And yeah, you're done. Saying stuff. So yeah, all that to be said, especially just combined with like the attic thing, like it really kind of shifted my perspective on what I want to do with like this shit, the shit that I am doing right now, because this is. I mean, I've always felt like this is a hobby and not meant to be turned into a side hustle or anything. Oh, I wonder if I can sleep. Yes, I can sleep. That might advance time. I mean, of course it advances time, but maybe it'll trigger like the next event or whatever. But I guess it just reinforced that I'm doing this because I want to do it for myself, if that makes any sense. Like, the stuff I like about streaming is, one, I have like a set time where I play games, so it allows me to both not spend all of my time consumed with video games doing other things, but at the same time gives me a specific amount of time where I don't have to worry about, or where I will be playing games I like, and sharing it with other people who also might like those games. Buck, where are you going? Buck? Buck? I can't follow you any further. Okay. Well, Buck just ascended. How you doing, Bev? Oh, more fire glow. I'll take your fire glow. Thank you. Ah, you're a bit busy. Good, good, good. So yeah, like, not any major changes. Like, I'm not gonna change my format or anything like that, but I will stop doing the all call to action garbage because it's just unnecessary. Like, it doesn't work, and it's really not what I'm doing this for. Like, it's nice. It's certainly nice to have people drop in and like chat about the game. Like, that's kind of the side benefit of it. It's like, being at an arcade back in the day, and like someone walks up and sees you doing, maybe like on a particularly late level of the game, and it's just like, oh, whoa, awesome, dude. Like, it's that kind of vibe. Like, that happened last night with Darkest Dungeon. Like, had a nice talk with someone about the boss that I was going to be taking on. And, oh, nice, 5 honey. I might not even need him. All right, well, get out of here, Francis. You bother me. Although I will do more of those off-screen, I think. Susan doesn't have anything new, so now what? I don't really know. I'll just go to Alt Harbor to pass some time, I guess. Because, let's see, we don't have no more shenanigans. And just these things. No more shenanigans, no more upgrades. We're really just waiting on events to transpire. What the fuck are empty shells for? I've yet to find something that you can use them for, I think. Unless I completely missed it. Oh, yeah, you can be harvested too. Nice. More fire glow, just in case. I feel like there's 1 or 2 more recipes. One of them might be with honey. I should check that. Oh, alright. There. Nope, nope, nope. Stella. The one that wants water. Thank you. We're not trying to drown the plants here. Maybe we'll just cook something just to do something, essentially. Because I feel a little bad just whinging on about stuff when it's like, oh, honey is a thing. Alright, what does this make? What do you got for me? New recipe? Oh, yeah, cough drops. Oh, okay, alright.
Oh!
I like a cough drop. Also, the frame rate has been very tanky today. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it's okay, but now it's just like The Switch be struggling. Alright, Buck, have you come back from the rapture? Oh yes, because you're hungry. Damn, you're not even that... Alright. Maybe I have a disc for you. One of your favorite red discs. Although I think I need to cook up some more. Oh yeah, see here's a bunch of the stuff I've been getting through. How about... Yeah, how about a grilled steak? Alright, there you go, buddy boy. Also, why isn't your quest advancing? I'm keeping you happy. I'm talking to you. Oh, nice, some popping corns. So, yeah, I do this for a hobby. The thing I really like about it is, again, one of the other things I like about it is setting up the systems. Like, I like the fact that everything I've made, I've done. Like, I know that sounds weird to say, but like, you know, all the title card stuff, the frame I all made, the characters in the frame too, like those are all drawn by me. Some of them hand drawn, some of them like digitally drawn. So, yeah, it's just, there you go. Yum, yum, yum. And that even extends to like the YouTube archive. I've actually been thinking about changing up my... Man, when is this gonna fucking... What do I need to do to proc these shit? Yeah, because that didn't do anything. Or not, didn't do enough. I'm just gonna go back to Overbrook until something happens. I don't know, it's weird, but this is... I guess that's my one criticism with Spiritfarer, is that once you get into the late game, you're... Unless you've, like, juggled your passengers' quests in the right way, you kind of get locked into this hurry up and wait scenario. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Buck, but nothing seems to be proccing him to do anything different, and I might need to go back to the wiki to find out. And I hate going back to the wiki, because one of the things I like about games, about playing them blind, is discovering shit for myself. Oh no, yeah. And so, like, you know, having to go to a guide, getting stuck on something like that just it's just annoying. It's like one thing to miss optional content, which I guess, yes, technically their quests are optional content, but especially at this point where it's clear that they have more content, or else Buck would be asking to go to the Everdoor. So it's not a case of like, I think I've done all I want to do and we're just done doing stuff. It's just, I know there's more stuff to do with these characters who are currently on the ship, and it feels unfinished. Because, you know, it's not like with Bloodborne, where like I fucked up Eileen's quest where she died. Like, that sucked, but the game continues. And now the game I experience is slightly different because Eileen died in my playthrough. So that colors the way I play the rest of the game. And that's fine. Like, I'm totally cool with something like that happening. Same thing with Jura. Like, I pissed him off because I went and killed beasts in Old Yarnum. So he's going to be hostile, and my chance of making friends with him is gone. Eventually I'm going to have to go back to Old Yarnum and kick his ass, Seabass. And also at the same time, there's that hunter down there that's blood drunk and also needs to get his ass kicked. Like, I'm fine with stuff like that, but stuff like this where it's like, I know there's more to this, at least with Buck's quest, and I'm just like waiting for that stuff to proc. Yeah, a whole lot of rambling today. Not a lot of gameplay, but a lot of rambling. A lot of philosophizing of what it's like to do stuff like this. Well, yeah, that's just. I like doing all the creative stuff that's associated with streaming, and at the same time, I like just playing video games. That's as much as there is to it. Like having all these stupid toys too, like, you know, like this, or the fucking soundboard. Like, it's not even just a case of like, oh, this is fun, this is a silly thing, but like, oh, I set up the silly thing. I curated the sound effects that are on the soundboard. I installed the software that allows the soundboard to function. I purchased a MIDI controller that is the physical part of the soundboard and set that up, and, you know, drew, like, even down to minute details like using washable markers so that in case I need to change up the soundboard, I can just use rubbing alcohol and makeup wipes and take care and change up what's on there. Like little shit like that. Ooh, French fries. Oh, okay, so that's kind of an interesting way to get your I guess you could get some recipes that way too. Oh god. Okay, well that's interesting. I don't usually talk to them, but yeah, I'm starting to get tired. Again, it's the humidity. My brain is just fried. Okay.
I'm just so glad all my birds are taken care of.
Oh, you already said that. And then I say lines that have already been done. Typical. Just typical. Yeah, I think this is also going to be on the earlier side of streams, just because this is getting kind of silly where nothing is happening. Like I don't know what you want me to do anymore, bud. We're just killing time until stuff decides to happen, which again is kind of annoying. Like just traveling to different areas, hoping that something finally happens. Maybe if we just go far enough away, something will occur. Like, I don't know, let's just go this way. Why not? Just to move the boat. Although it was funny when Buck decided to just keep ascending. Alright, do you have anything new? Anything? I'm like struggling here, bud. I don't even need to harvest XP anymore. In fact, you're not even giving me the option to do it, which is weird. It's like the game knows I don't need XP potions anymore. Ah, well, I need a drink of water, cause my brain hurt. Yeah, something about very humid days. Like, I don't know, it's probably like a combination pressure thing and old thing making more sensitive to pressure changes. But yeah, my head is just like just that slightly bit uncomfortable but constant uncomfortableness, like just kind of threatening to go a little beyond that at all times. God, what the fuck are... Yeah, we're just... Okay, so maybe if I can advance the day again, something will happen. Oh? Oh, right. It's nighttime, so now we get to see the constellations for a bit. Well, as nice as that is, it's also kind of just a screensaver. And while I'm sure there is a very niche market for for just Spiritfarer's songs on loop with the night sky, I don't think that's really well, that would be hard to do because you can't set night to be permanent. There you go, Lily. There's a hug. Also, I wish I hadn't done Lily's thing earlier. Or, like, finished her quest. Because that's the big scary thing. Like, I don't know if... That's why I've been, like, running around like this. Like, otherwise, we would have said goodbye to Beverly. We would have said goodbye to Buck. But we can't. Because it might result in both... in Stella, like, jumping ahead. I don't know. And that's not the kind of thing that I'm sure a lot of Spiritfarer players are really seeing. At least I know whose cabin this is going to be now. It's just annoying. It's just annoying, I tell ya. Actually, let's just, yeah, do the view. Like that. There we go. We at least appreciate this. Although, now I think about it, I shouldn't, because I should keep an eye on... Okay, yeah, it's nappy town. Come on, we need to proc that. Oh, come on. Why? It's nap time. Why can't I do the... There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, because at this point, I'm just like... Pass time. Pass time and wait for shit to happen. Did the doctor's request. Yeah. I know not. Ooh, actually, I do remember the wiki mentioning to check the guest house. So let's see if there's someone in the guest house. Because that might be... Nope. I mean, we can sit on the couch. It's fun. There's nobody here, and there's nothing else to interact with other than the couch. So whatever is going to happen has not happened yet. Mew indeed, my friend. Alright. Wiki time. Time for wiki. I hate it. I hate having to go check it for progress. Okay, let's see. Okay. Incident. That was one of his quests. Okay, so someone the past. Okay, so yeah, Buck or Dari or Buck or Bev should complain about. Come on, you got anything for me? I know you're knitting something, but do you have anything else for me? Like, just that you're busy. And you're full too. So, all right, where's Buck at? Maybe he's noticed something. Other than that, I'm just like locked out of doing that. All right, Buck, where are you? Are you indoors? Are you in your? You're not in here. Oh, you're right there. And you have no dialogue. Golly. I don't know what to do anymore with this. Man, this game was supposed to be like the chill game, and now it's just becoming a problem. Seriously. Okay, let's see about Buck, though. Go away ad. Let's see, fires a Tondor, looters review. Okay, there's the looters literary review. We did that. Okay, Buck, what triggers your next quest? Because you still have a couple things. Whoops. Accidentally hit the stomp sound effect and startled myself. Okay, yeah, and Buck's other quests aren't popping, so what's the deal, dude? Maybe Francis has something? Oh, and the one time Francis doesn't follow me. That fucking figures. Where's that Francis? I don't even see him on the map. Oh, no, I see him now. He's back at Overbrook still. Ah, this is silly. Working on... Oh, no, I have to work on Postscript? But I finished that. So, fuck. Yeah, Visions of Oil is an errand found in Spiritfarer. Okay, so I think I did that. I think I did that. And I wonder if, like, neither Bev isn't proccing it because her quest line is over. Like, maybe... Can I even talk to Daria? I think Daria's just completely just fucking, I want to go to the fucking door. I might have to do it. But I think what I'll do is I'll save before. Yeah, I can't even talk to her. And then shuffle them off, because I kind of feel bad about, like, leaving them quite literally in limbo while trying to figure this shit out. We got Kakarots. Let's plant more Kakarots. It's just, I just don't get it. What am I doing wrong here? I've completed all the shenanigans I can get my hands on. I've completed all the character quests I can get my hands on. What's the deal here? Oh, Scumbrain. What up? Hold on. I used to be a Spiritfarer like you. Then I took an arrow to the knee. Ah, how tragic. Anyway, how you doing, bud? I've had a pretty hot, humid day and been talking about all sorts of weird shit. Mostly, like, content creating and scams and shit like that. But how you doing? And also just getting stuck on late game quests. I'm very much at the point where I'm about to say fuck it and go to the Everdoor and hope that Beverly and Daria... I just woke up at 12 a.m. like a normal person. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I woke up a little later than usual as well. Mostly just because of the fucking heat. It's like, I feel like that's my body's response to just, like most animals tend to hibernate when it's cold, but I'm like, no, it's too hot. I can't do anything. Fuck this shit. But yeah, we're currently just like kind of spinning our wheels because... Where's Buck? Buck's not in his room. Of course not. I don't like the heat. It's bad enough if the sun tries to shine on my screen, but now it has to turn my room into a microwave too. Precisely. And it's like, especially if it's like humid too, you kind of screwed no matter what, because if it's humid, if it's hot and humid, you're like, oh, well, if there's a breeze, maybe I can... Oh, you just knitted stuff for me. I need you to say other stuff. I mean, thank you, but still. Yeah, no other dialogue. Damn it. Like, I'm in the situation where, like, if I have to choose between, like, humidity and heat, or just raw heat. Because, like, I could close all my windows and, like, keep the humidity relatively under control at the cost of, like you, putting myself under the lens of a fucking microwave. Also, I suppose that would be more similar to, like, a greenhouse or, you know, burning an ant with a magnifying glass. But it's like, the alternative is just let the nasty, humid, warmish breeze come through and be mildly better. So, yeah, shit's just rough. I usually am a fan of the summertime because it makes it a lot easier for me to commute. Like, you don't have to worry about shit like snow. Which doesn't seem like that much of a big deal until you deal with it for a season or 5. So yeah, this has been the whole deal. Other than that, things are going all right. Got to the Forbidden Woods in Old Bloodborne and have been having a time with that. And killed another Crimson Cord boss in the Darkest Dungeon. Surprisingly quickly, too, despite him being a healing boss. I at least did have curtains I could close, so it'll be hot, but I won't have the sun trying to melt my skin off. Yeah, and that too, I got that too to an extent, but on some of those days it just doesn't really matter. Like today it's been cloudy most of the day and raining on and off, and it's just still miserable. Like, it's definitely better, but yeah. Oh, Bloodborne reminds me, I did finish Elden Ring a few days ago. Oh, for my first playthrough. Well, damn. Congratulations. I'm sure... how did you enjoy it? I know it's a bit mixed among the among the Soulsborne fans. So I'm always interested to hear, like, someone's experience with it. Kind of like Breath of the Wild, like an open world game where it's like, what did you do? What did you do? I did this. I did that. I got a rock. Okay, is there a quest I can do? The oil one? I think I already did it, so shit. So what the fuck am I waiting on then? I will say this, another little criticism of Spiritfarer. I wish your quest menu showed your completed quest too. Like, even if they were just like kind of grayed out or something to let you know that they're completed, just to let you know what you have done. Because I am spinning my wheels here, so I think I must have already done Visions of Oil, because Francis don't have that one. I enjoyed it a lot. I was sadly pretty good at Souls games, so I didn't get the full Elden Ring experience because there was only one boss I died more than 10 times to. Huh. Well, then that's just all the more reason to try a build you're not comfortable with, because then you'll end up dying a lot. Believe me, that's been my experience. Like, that was, to go back to Dark Souls 1, my experience with trying out a thief for the first time. Like, it was a lot of fun, but I definitely died a lot more than I did with my with my big Hulk strong smash strength build. Oh my god, so many ads on this stupid wiki. Okay, then there's just the Lizard King. Okay, meet the Lizard King in Edgeboro Lane. Do the Lizard King's bidding. Talk to Buck. Alright, I guess we'll go back there since Francis doesn't have jack shit for us. And at some point there's supposed to be... Let's see. Oh, I did that because I'm usually more of a curved sword kind of guy. But I started using great spears about halfway through. I see. Oh, I was thinking like something a bit more radical, like, you know, doing like a spell build if you're mostly doing melee. You know, more widely different play styles. But, you know, that's cool. As heretical as it probably is to say, I don't mind like the Soulsborne games being a little more accessible to other people because the reputation like got me like apprehensive to try them out for fucking years. Like I literally didn't pick up Dark Souls 1 until it was on sale on the Switch. Let's see. Oh, where the fuck was I supposed to be going? I've immediately forgot. Oh, right. Edgeboro. Lizard King. Maybe he has more dialogue. Nope, that's the sandwich hut. Am I on safe travel mode? I was. Okay, back to Edgeboro. Again, just fucking spinning wheels here. I couldn't do widely different in terms of that because my usual build is Spellblade. So whether I got melee or I go melee or magic, I'll still be doing something similar. Ah. Maybe the builds have become a bit more, yeah, a bit less options, with still being a ton of options. Because I've seen like even just cultural osmosis, I've seen like a lot of different types of weapons and magic attacks. So it does seem like it does have a similar amount of weapons as like your typical Dark Souls, just scaled up for bigger world type shit. Versus like Bloodborne, where it's like your weapons choices are very pared down. Oh, it's time to nap too. I'm just like desperate to do anything that like passes time to see if that'll trigger any more events. Because someone is supposed to complain about someone in the guest room, but nobody be doing that. Because like, yeah. Oh, let's see. I did enjoy the weapons I was using though. I primarily used boss weapons, and my favorite one was one dropped by an optional boss named Moch, the Lord of Blood. Oh man. The Lord of Blood, you say? Was he also constantly yelling, "It's not a phase, Mom"? Ugh. I'm trying to think like what boss weapons I use. I don't think I really use that many boss weapons. Well, again, only like 2.5 playthroughs, so. Oh no, you know what? I take that back. I did go through the trouble of making Artorias' cursed greatsword so that I didn't have to bother with transient curses. Because, I don't know, something about like just that the anxiety of like it's gonna run out soon. I was just like, I'd rather put in the effort to just have a weapon that is cursed so I don't have to worry about that kind of shit. But that's my own strange brain chemistry. No, he was constantly yelling about how the person he kidnapped, named Michaela, was his and his alone. Oh good, he sounds lovely. Sounds like a typical Reddit dude. I'm sure like prior to that he was writing screeds of how like women these days are just they only want the alpha Chad bros. They don't want like guys like me. It's like, yeah, they don't want guys like you because you're an asshole. It has nothing to do with your Chad or beta status. Do I have any pizza for Buck? I feel like I should give Buck some pizza. He hasn't had pizza in a bit. But I don't think I do. I think I need to make more pizza. Oh, no, I do! There's a red disc. Yay! Blood sauce, or what mortals call that. Oh, you're just giving me snacks. Nobody's complaining about anybody in the guest bed. Or guest room. And you have no dialogue. Well, shoot. He wasn't talking about how girls didn't want him, because Michaela was dead when he kidnapped them. Oh, good, we got a Code Blue situation here. And he wanted to resurrect Michaela so he wouldn't have to marry a corpse. Ah. Oh, so less a Code Blue situation and more a resurrection, Silent Hill 2 resurrection ending. Well, ain't that special? And also fucked up. I mean, I suppose, like, if you're looking, ladies, get yourself a man who will resurrect you from the dead. Oh my god, this guy has nothing for me. You do enjoy a large quantity of birds. Okay. Do you have... Yeah, and you're the Lizard King. And that's it. It wasn't the best option for him to choose Michaela, because I'm fairly certain they were oh. That's a big... That's a big nope. That's a big gross. I mean, that's very royalty type behavior. Very like, I think I'm better than people type behavior, so... Ick. It's like, dude, just because you're like some magical demigod thing doesn't mean you should be fucking your sister. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's even a line in the Garth Ennis comic Preacher where one of the characters is like, son of man or son of God, no good comes from fucking your sister. Oh my god, and all you have this god damn it, all you have this busy thing. Well, alright, fuck this. I'm just have an apple. There you go. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and take them to the people to the Everdoor. It might endgame me, it might not, but this constantly going back and forth trying to get characters to quest lines to proc is just getting annoying, and the wiki isn't being particularly helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a safety save before actually going into the Everdoor and seeing what the game does. Not even sure if Michaela is his sister, because sometimes Michaela is referred to as she and sometimes as he. Ah, gender fluid, are we? Interesting. Well, I mean, either way, that just changes their gender. That doesn't change their sibling status. Like, whether you're fucking your sister or fucking your brother, you're still fucking your sibling. That's the problem here. Is the incest is the problem here, not the whether you're fucking a guy or a gal. Or someone who is gender non-conforming. Well, yeah, so to put some context into why I've been avoiding the Everdoor, I accidentally, well, I suppose not accidentally, I unknowingly finished Lily's quest, which, you know, is basically the end of Stella's quest. So right now, she is all queued up to go to the Everdoor. However, I have, what is it, 2? Yeah, I have Daria and Beverly, who would also like to go to the Everdoor. And I'm not sure who the game is going to prioritize. Is it going to prioritize me? Oh, why do I keep trying to hug you when you don't want to hug? Or is it going to prioritize one of my passengers? So, like, the past few weeks I've been basically, like, just kind of trying to get... Oh, I was going to go here, see if there's anybody in here. Oh, it's just Beverly. No, I don't need it. In fact, I could probably... Oh, I can't. I can't sit down, even though there's tons of space. Moch himself is also fluid, but not as in gender fluid, as in he can turn into and arise from pools of blood. Yeah, that's a different kind of fluid. A totally different concept. That's more of like an X-Men mutant power than necessarily a gender power. Whatever. Although you can argue that, you know, X-Men mutants are an allegory for queer people. So I guess it somehow all ties back together. Ugh. Yeah, I might just fucking I might just not even bother. Well, I do want to still safety heal, even though it's gonna take a little minute for the thing to quit out and load back up. Cause at this point I'm just like, I kind of want to finish the game, especially if it's just gonna have such a hard time progressing. He's a cool boss though, because besides the incest, yeah, the incest is a bit of a thing. His design is badass. He speaks Latin when fighting you. Ah, like a true intellectual. And the trident he uses and drops is insane, and every stab it applies tons of bleed damage. Ah, we do love some extra damage. I have been reluctantly upgrading my saw spear, and I've equipped it with the blood gem I got from Vicar Amelia's locket, because it does extra beast damage, so it's sort of my go-to for taking care of any beast-type enemies now. Especially the dogs. I fucking hate the dogs. Oh my god, the dogs in Forbidden Woods have just been... Oh, they've just been merciless. Okay, so we're here. So we're gonna save and quit, in case this does some weird shit. Because... Alright, and continue, single player... Yeah, because unlike Darkest Dungeon, which auto-saves, this do manual save, so we can safely see what's going to happen, and if it prioritizes... Yeah, who is it going to prioritize? Oh, hello. Oh, finally, you have some new dialogue. The air is different. We've reached it, have we not? Yeah, we have. Then let us leave. Oh shit, okay, so it is going to let me choose who goes. Well, okay, we're going to have an emotional couple of 1-2 punches here, because we're going to say goodbye to Daria and Beverly in turn. So, get your tissues ready. It's going to be sad. The air, it has this quality. Yes, I understand now. All the pieces of the self that were lost. Well, they ought to be here. You look dejected. Do not. You knew all along, Stella. You had to. Did you think it would not end here? No, I cannot be fooled like the others. The laws of this ocean have no bearing on me. Alright, is it because you fly? Because there are plenty of characters who fly. You traveled with me, Stella. I am grateful for it. Of all, only you saw the beauty within the depths. The wonders that have amazed and alienated me. Yeah, I gotta say, her fucking Fever Dream platform levels were really cool. Even if it was, you know, basic on-off platforms, the presentation was great. You got any more, Daria, before this ends? Is it just me, or do you also really want to swim in that red water? It do be looking like some tasty cherry Kool-Aid, not gonna lie. I hope to see, I hope you see, now, that I am not to be pitied. Such brilliance is a gift like no other, and I am happy that, with me, you could glance at it. Alright, Bat. That'll do, Bat. That'll do. You see it now, do you not? My transparency, my lack of substance. I am not getting better. Since the storm, every day ribbons of me falling into oblivion. I have lost too much. I am incomplete beyond repair. Below the critical mass required for a continued existence. Echoes of echoes can only last so long. Goodbye, Stella. Aww. Wow, she got a big constellation. I would want... Oh, let me press the A to get... Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that was very sad and poignant and all that good Ghibli stuff, but it would have been more if I had known that it would have been fine. Like, would have been able to do it. Oh, and yes, so now Beverly. Alright, Bev, you ready? I know, it's your turn too.
Stella, do you remember? Remember those flowers? I can't. I think it's time. Time for me to admit it. I can't go on any longer. You know where we need to go, neighbor?
I do.
Thank you.
Oh, do you actually have dialogue still?
Where could we go?
Come on, bud. You know. I would want to take a sip of that red juice, but it's probably filled with dead spirit dust. I was thinking it, or it's just blood. Hi, Buck. How you doing, bud? You're fine? Okay. Come on, Bev. Time to bid adieu. Oh, also, do I have Daria's spirit flower? I don't see it. I mean, blood is tasty, though. This message was brought to you by the vampire community. Ah, well, yes, that they do seem to be a bit biased. I don't know if vampires even like blood, or if it's just they're just addicted to it. I mean, their whole life is about it, so... I don't know. I suppose it depends on the vampire. If you're the sparkly kind that can still live without blood, but just be a little uncomfortable. Or if you're the kind of vampire that literally like shrivels into a nasty prune thing without blood. I guess it depends. But now we have to get sad again. Because now it's time for... Beverly's been particularly... She's definitely one of the more sad ones, just because she's clearly has like either dementia or Alzheimer's. And yeah, it hits different.
I know. I remember. Do you? The neighborhood? We were there with the flowers.
Yeah, we were, Bev. We were.
We were there in that building. Almost next door. You and me. We were neighbors.
I wonder if they're patients at the same hospital. I think that might be the deal. Or maybe they actually were neighbors. There really hasn't been a twist like that in this game so far, so I don't know why they would start now. Also, the frame rate seems to prefer the Everdoor a lot more than my ship. Okay, I mean, they seem to like it, since they also like to drink it with the fancy goblet sometimes. Again, depends on the vampire.
You were always there. There. There for me. Stella.
Yeah, Bev. Yeah, Bev.
Goodbye. Goodbye, sweet pea.
Oh, alright, Bev. You'll get to rest now, too. Everybody gets to finally move on. I feel terrible for having them stuck on that ship for so long, because I was afraid who was going to take priority here. That's a pretty good rendition of Beverly. And there we go. All right. All right, sad time's over. Oh, and it's really raining. Well, ain't that something? I wonder, do vampires sometimes age blood like they do with wine? Or is it better fresh straight from the neck? Or maybe better with some ice cubes? Whoa, what the fuck is this? Hello? Hi, Daria? Spirit Daria? Okay. Only one way to find out. Surely nobody will notice if my neighbor goes missing, right? Oh, this is weird. Like, I can hug Daria and she's still here. I mean, I guess she is a DLC character, so I guess she operates differently, but like, oh, that's strange. Okay, but I still want to try... I mean, Buck still has stuff to do. I just need to figure out how to proc his shit. God damn it, Buck. Tell me how to do your things. Although, interesting you should mention the blood and wine mixture, because, I mean, you probably already know this, but that's basically what the blood trademark in the Crimson Court DLC is for Darkest Dungeon. It's not just like blood, it's a mixture of blood and, oh god, oh, geez. Everybody, oh, this is weird. Okay, they're gone. I guess that's it's my time type of thing. Okay, never mind. Daria was not unique. But yeah, the description for the blood TM is basically like it's a mixture of aged blood and wine. Which makes sense because, you know, the bloodsuckers, they're all decadent assholes. So of course they're gonna add some vintage wine with their blood drinking to try and pretend like they're not savages. Also, Francis, I did not ask to be... I had safe mode on. Why did you stop me? What's the deal here? I mean, sure. If it gets rid of that quest, that's fine. Sugar Shacks? Sure. Yeah, okay. But none of these... Yeah, okay. Zip away? Sure. XP? Yeah, sure. Don't need it anymore. Fine. Okay, all I don't have is the fish, which I already did. So, yeah, leave me be, dude. Okay, and you still have your same line about Charon. Yeah, don't fret, blah, 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 blah. You got nothing for me, except for, I guess I'll buy seeds. Oh, actually, I could, yeah, I might as well get rid of the stuff I don't need. Yep, there we go. All right, goodbye, Francis. Let me be on my way. Pretty sure having all spirits like that show up means you got all of them, because I didn't have that happen when I ended, but I skipped, I think, one of them. You're right. I think it's less so that, like... Because here's the thing. Buck is still on the ship. Like, he's still here. He hasn't asked to be taken to the Everdoor yet. So, he's still active. He just hasn't given me a new quest yet ever since finishing up the treasure hunt. So, like, that's the only reason why I'm avoiding just going to take Stella there, because I want to make sure Buck is all set. And in addition to that, the wiki spoiled me, because as I was, like, running through recipes to try and 100% that, I found out that, like, basically through finding out a whole bunch of stuff, like recipes that need honey, here's how you get honey, there's an upgrade. Oh, but the only way you get the upgrade is through one of Jackie's quests. Oh, and also Jackie's quests, like, weren't finished, apparently, which I thought they were. So, like, I went back and did a couple of the shenanigans or new shenanigans that popped up on Overbrook, and allegedly, like, some of those will eventually proc Jackie to show up in the cabin. And then once that happens, like, you can continue his quest line. Because, like, I was wondering for the longest time, like, why do I still have this here? I've built every possible cabin. I've found every person possible. And, like, everyone who came on the ship got a cabin. And especially threw me for a loop because, you know, Daria does not get a cabin because her cabin is essentially the lighthouse in Overbrook. So she's unique like that. Oh, there's that fucker! See? Nobody complained about him, though. Oh, great. Now I need to do his stupid voice again. Jackie was the one I skipped myself. Seriously, like, I thought I was done with him. I thought, like, a tool, he just disappeared and that was it. Which still is very jarring to me. I'm surprised that worked out the way that is, but whatever. Anyway, here's this jackass again. What the? Stella. It's, you see, it's not what it looks like. I was, heck. Yeah, I'm living here. I didn't have anywhere else to go. I certainly can't go back to that crappy hospital. Well, yeah, you pretty much made an asshole of yourself. Not after what happened with Daria. You're lucky she's gone now, because I'm pretty sure she would fucking you right off this boat. So I sneaked in, and this place seemed empty, so I figured it wouldn't hurt anyone. Oh, you know what? That's it. It wasn't the guest house. That's right. I will give credit to the wiki. I forgot that it wasn't... that the wiki did say he was shacking up in Gwen's guest house, not the guest house. I dropped the Gwen part of that, sadly. So I sneaked in, and this place seemed empty, so I figured it wouldn't hurt anyone. What? It's your friend's house? Well, how was I supposed to know that? Well, excuse me, Stella. And anyway, she's not even using it. I bet she's on some fancy vacation, right? You know, just because I've seen characters that rubbed me the wrong way at the beginning of their arc, like, get really good character arcs and redeem themselves, that's the only reason why I want to keep going with Jackie's shit. But he makes it very difficult. It's very difficult to not just say, fuck it, we're done with this. You're going to stay here forever. But anyway. just lounging around in one of her 50 villas. Some people have everything, while us mooks have nothing. So you know what? If she wants her house back, she can just have to kick me out herself. Yeah, that's it. I'll show her that. What? She's... Oh. Shit. I'm sorry, Stella. I didn't know. I'm talking too darn much again. Leave me a minute. I'll pack my stuff and get out of your way. I know and I'm not welcome. What? I can live here? You do that for me, even after all I did? Well, if you insist, I'll find some spot out of the way. Like, dude, I have a guest house specifically for guests. And I really don't want to sleep on the streets again. Yeah, you'll see. I can pay you back by helping out on the boat. Jackie's not a freeloader. I don't need your help. You need mine. Yeah, just like old times. And, you know, Thanks, Stella. Thanks, Stella. Oh my god, character growth. And my controller drift is back. Yep. Oh, yep. Okay, Buck. Okay, Buck. Hold on. I'm dealing with controller drift. I should just use the Joy-Cons. So, fun fact, I've been, peek behind the curtain. I've been having continual issues with my Pro Controller, with this little bud here. And, like, if you go back to certain Darkest Dungeon streams, you notice me, like, for seemingly randomly, will start backpedaling at certain pots and causing a bit of a problem. That's what's happened. That's what happened. Like, it just fucking... It kept drifting to the left, which in the Darkest Dungeon is the worst way you could possibly drift. So, I thankfully still have the Joy-Cons, obviously, because the Switch comes with them, and those are still fine because they haven't gotten a lot of use. So... Thankfully, those are there. You know what? I'm just going to give you candy. Everybody likes candy. What do you got to say for yourself? More snacks? More snacks. Oop. And let's give you your hug. Because Buck's a good Buck. Buck's a good boy. We love a good boy. But yeah, simply because we're past like most of the platformy parts of Spiritfarer, like, it doesn't really matter if the controller drifts every now and then, but it is annoying. It is very annoying. You want this? Right on, thanks for the meal. You were starving. Yeah, I know you were starving. And, I feel like I'm gonna regret this, but here's a hug. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Dislikes healthy food, don't know what he likes yet. Honestly, I wouldn't be too sad if I never discovered those. Okay, Stella, is the controller good? Yes. Okay, we're back in full control. I think. The demons have stopped possessing my controller. The drift demons. Okay, so where the hell did he just... Oh, he's just hanging out here. Well, alright then. So now it really is the Jackie and Buck show. We've got to figure out what they have to do. What we have to do with them, rather. So that's good. That's some actual fucking progress. Nope, and we drifting. Because I know at some point he will... So that's good. So that means at some point he will ask for a cabin of his own. Once we do that, we'll be Gucci. We can get him a cabin. I'm pretty sure I have all the resources necessary to make that happen. But it does involve a waiting. Yeah, you also have nothing for me, sadly. Annoyed by Jackie's bad attitude. Yeah, sorry, Buck. I get that. Believe me. I'm hoping to see if that gets changed around, but, you know, it is what it is, but I'm sorry. We're stuck with him for a bit. Oh yeah, already went back to Zoom. Oh, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I do like the fact that Buck has Guts, Casca, and Griffith in his little figurine collection up top. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I know that. Let's see. As far as I know, what I miss is Jackie gone yet? Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. But I don't know. I'm hoping that, because like I said before, even in before, Giovanni really rubbed me the wrong way, and he still kinda did for the most part, but they did enough. They did enough with his character where it did feel like, while he still wasn't my favorite character by a long shot, I was more sympathetic to him, especially given the complicated dynamic between him and Astrid, that she knew of. So he didn't come up as one-dimensional, and I think that's important, for a good story. You don't have to like every single character, but every single character should be interesting, should be compelling in some way, even if you do not like them. If they're just one-dimensional caricatures, then it just gets stale. But anyway, back to the dude voice. Crazy! Stella, this boat is bonkers! It's got so much shit. A kitchen, individual houses, but not for me. I'm not a patient, remember? A mother-blasting cow? Even a garden. What kind of boat has a garden? There's several, actually. With real dirt. Where do you get the dirt? From islands. Where else would you get them? Is it some kind of refuse? Is it... Oh, Stella, do you grow your vegetables in our poop? What? I don't know how this shit works. Do I look like a farmer? Isn't dirt like poop and half-eaten worms? Anyway, I've told you I could help out around the boat, and the field has given me a genius idea. Follow me, alright? Alright, hey, feeling the buzz. Feeling the buzz. Alright, I'm fine. Oh god, Jackie, could you move a little faster? And this is just a general nitpick of video games, but I hate when characters don't move as fast as you and you have to follow them. There. Alright, there we are. The field. Now hush, just for a minute. Listen. Shit, are all boats this noisy? It really works better in my mind. You're supposed to hear how silent it was and then think, something's missing here. And I'd be all like, you're right, know what's missing? And you'd go, no, please do tell me, jackers. And then I'd say, bees! Oh, not the bees. That's right, bees. You know, little furry critters, eat flowers, make honey. Well, they eat nectar, not the actual flower, but whatever. But don't piss them off. They got a sword up their butts, literally. More like a spear end than a sword, but sure, go with that. Let's go with that. Well, maybe not literally, but anyway. So yeah, walking around the field, I thought about my grandfather. He was a kind man. Really, he pretty much raised me. You see, Daddy and Mommy weren't too much in the picture. Papa Jackie, he had a little farm, nothing fancy. But he had bees. They helped with the field, plus they gave us some honey. So that's how I want to contribute. Honey would be great, wouldn't it? It would be the missing ingredient to a lot of the recipes I have left on the docket, so yes, it would be beneficial. Also, again, missed upgrades, so yes, give me all the upgrades. All right, get some paper out and listen up. Bees, they can't just sleep anywhere. They need a house. In the jargon, a bee house is called a hive. That's with an H. Yeah, of course it's with an H. What, are we in Britain? Do we not pronounce our H's in here? I don't like bees. They remind me of wasps, and wasps are literal incarnation of evil. Well, yeah, I mean, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants have pretty much ruined the world, so I feel that. But I don't feel like we need to drag the bees into that. Bees, on the other hand, like, if they all die out, we're basically fucked. So, you know, they have their purpose. So would you? So you take some wood and some other stuff, and you just arrange it like so and so? Yeah, that looks good enough. Go ahead, build us a nice beehive, or bee house, and I'll show you how to use it. New improvement, all right. We like new improvements. All right, improve. He was in front of the field. And, oh God. I need an XP potion. I'm glad I didn't spend all of the XP potion, because, not gonna lie, yeah, now it's just gonna be dead. All right, and done. And everything else is upgraded. All right, we did it. Nice. Oh, you're actually in here. Okay, cool. Can I talk to you? I don't want to. All right, well, hold on a sec, Jackie. I need to harvest first. All right, now we can talk. Oh, that's it? Okay, I guess that's it. Okay. All right, well, more sunflower seeds just because... Actually, now it kind of makes sense because, you know, then they can pollinate, blah, blah, blah. So that's it? That's all you got for me right now? Oh, I think we're in a hurry up and wait situation again. Yeah, because what I gotta do with the bees? I can't even, like, hover over them and... Oh, it's also nighttime, though. That might be it. Alright, well, we'll play that game. It's Nap Town anyway, so let's Nap Town. You know, bees get sleepy too. Makes sense. Kind of. Alright, ring ding ding, ding a ding do, call to action joke, etc. The bees are not awake. Nobody is awake. What can I do with the beehive? I can do nothing with the beehive. Everybody else, all the other animals are awake. What's up with the bees? Also, you got anything new to say? Nope. Guess we just have to wait. Well, might as well set sail to wherever. Maybe a healthy little jaunt to Hummingberg. Why not? Gets the boat moving. There we go. Oh, and something needs to be watered already. All right, Jackie, just 1 second. Sorry, I just watered you. Anyway, nice. What a beaut. As always, Stellar's great work. Oh, sorry, got the hiccup from that drink of the beverage. Such great work, actually, that the bees have already started thriving in their hive. Now remember, bees eat flowers. Well, at least they did at Gramps' place. Maybe they can eat some other stuff? Falafel honey? Yeah, best not mess with the proud art of honey making. Anyway, there's a trick to keeping your bees happy. If you want them to give you honey, make sure to keep some mature plants around the hive. When the hive is nice and plump with honey, you, just get in there real good. And then you just swipe the sweet, sticky bounty super quick like. Got it? If you have any questions, just ask. Oh, and that makes me think of something else. You know me, I don't need much. I could pretty much sleep anywhere. But I've been thinking, you know, As your assistant, living in the same common area as the patients? Well, it's a bad look, ain't it? I really think you should build some kind of staff room. Nothing fancy, just somewhere to lay down after a shift. 4 walls and a roof. I'm not a guest here, after all.
Keep denying that, buddy.
Anyway, just a thought. I hope you can get to it. See ya.
Oh, finally. Oh my god, that vexing question mark is finally no longer a question mark. Hello, my name is Jackass. Pine plank and cotton fabric. Oh, we can whip that shit up real fast. Yeah, kidding me with this? Pine plank and cotton fabric. I can do cotton fabric. I can give you cotton fabric anytime. Probably. Hopefully. Oh no, can I not? Oh yes, I can. Alright, let's get to looming. So that's just the thread, and then we just do it again for the fabric. Aw. Yeah, buddy, come on. Okay, that's 10 of those. Surprisingly common materials for a character that seems pretty late game. It do seem like that, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe his improvements will have late game materials. Actually though, didn't the hive involve some XP? Yeah, the hive did involve some XP potions, so I don't know, maybe they're like, we already hit you with something pretty hardcore, so why can I use honey with this? Oh, because Stanley. Oh, Stanley. That lovable scamp, who has also moved on. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that is really rough. Oh, come on, that one was on the money. That one was not. Wow, what is the timing on this? That's not it. Well, whatever, that should be enough fabric. And then, where did I move the... Oh, here it is. Hi, Jackie. Okay, and it was... Oh, fuck, I forgot what kind of plank it was. I want to say it was ash, but I want to be 100% sure, and just make sure I have enough cotton fabric. Pine plank, I'm glad I checked. Gotta cut up that pine. Pine. Alright, pine time. It's high time for pine time. 10 should be plenty. Oh, you're the zigzag. You're the diagonal. Okay. Oh, jeez, this one's gonna be rough. Hey!
Perfect.
There we go. Hell yeah.
Perfect.
And another.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
I think we're gonna have enough pine. Aw, man, a miss. Shouldn't have said anything. And
Perfect.
oh, you little bastard. All right, one last one, and we
Perfect.
on the end. Huh. Cut up the pine, maybe with some twine, then you'll be fine. Hey, look, cutting it is making rainbows shine. Yes, snap, 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 snap. All right, Jackie's on-call room. Where the hell am I gonna even put this? I did kind of rearrange everybody's space to kind of be in... Oh? Interesting fit. But I'd like to put it here, which means I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. Before we do that, we're gonna move this, which unfortunately is just one square too many. Oh, really? The whole place? Well, whatever. All right. Let's move it there for now. All right. Let's put it right here. It's not a perfect fit by any means, but it'll do. Oh, could put it like that? Nah, let's put it like that. All right, beautiful. It's been done. And can I improve stuff? What do your improvements require? Oh, okay. Need to find those. Well, dang. This is the game that continues to continue. Alright, so I'm sure Jackie will be very happy now that he has a place to... Ooh, and the bees. The bees are out. I cannot interact with them, though. Okay, I guess that'll be in due time. Ha! Be in due time. Ah, it's so easy to make bee puns. You actually did it! Wait, there's brickwork, but none of the... You know what, whatever. And it's, very... Yeah, well, it's pretty much exactly what I asked for, right? I guess I just didn't expect it to be so... drab. Not that I mind. You should see some of the places I've lived. In comparison, this looks like a 5-star hotel. That's kind of depressing. But, like, more boring. But in a good way. Boring like meditation or reading. Oh, yeah, okay. It's probably getting about time to wrap up. This voice is taxing if I do it the wrong way, and I think I've been doing it the wrong way on a few occasions. Zen, is that the word? Anyway, thanks a bunch. I'll be able to assist you much better with this little on-call room. Hello, my name is Jackie. Now you're hungry again? Alright, let's try and figure out what you... Actually, yeah, what are your dislikes? Healthy food. Okay, so I basically give you junk, and you'll be fine. Sauerkraut. Let's try sauerkraut. Alright. Neither hate it nor love it. Yep, that's the stuff. And now your mood is much better. Has a nice house, was recently hugged. Mood perk harvests honey. Oh, so he has to harvest the honey. Okay. Well, cool. I guess that's... Yeah, that's a good place to end. Actually made some progress. Finally got the final spirit in the fucking cabin and shit. Still don't know what the hell is going on with Buck, though. I guess we'll have to figure that one out. Next week. Oop. Oh. Had to reconnect first. That was almost a perfect transition. But it wasn't. Because wireless stuff. Yeah, next week, we'll continue with some more Spiritfarer. See what Jackie's get. We'll upgrade his cabin and all that. That should go pretty quickly. Basically just going to be... Again, probably mostly just waiting for his side quest to proc. Which, hey, hopefully Bucks will also eventually proc as well. So we can wrap his quest up too, because he's got his cabin fully upgraded. So once that one's fully upgraded, we can do, you know, this stuff. And finally say, oh my god, what's with that hair? Come on, hair. Give me a break here. And finally put an end... No, actually, that makes it sound poor, but... finally conclude the Spiritfarer and see what the ending be like. I don't think it makes any difference whether or not it's completionist or not. This don't seem like that kind of game, but you never know. Until next time, man of the stream. Actually, it's non-binary of the stream. But I feel like I've been not making that knowledge known. I usually like open with that, but yeah. I need to make more explicit. Most of my social media have like switched over to they, them, but yeah. That's the deal. That's my deal. That's the game deal. So yeah, tune in next week for more Spiritfarer shenanigans, I'm sure, and more actual quests. And of course, starting on Friday at 7 p.m., we're going back to touring more of Scenic Yarnum's Forbidden Woods in Bloodborne. Should be a good time. I'm sure I'll die a lot. I lost a lot of souls the last time, and it was kind of painful, but you still have that oddly weird zen moment after you lose your souls, and you're like, oh, but now I'm free, because I don't need to worry about them. It's like oddly liberating when you lose a giant chunk of souls. Non-binary of the stream doesn't roll off the tongue quite like man of the stream, so I'll have to think about something else. NB, like You can either write it E-N-B-Y, like, actually spell out the pronunciation. Oh, he's already ready. Okay, well, that's where we'll leave it off for sure. Or you can just do N-B. Like, that has a nice flow with, like, N-B, N-B, N-B. But I don't know. That is what I would prefer, if you would. A thank you. So anyway, yeah. So there's Bloodborne, Friday, 7. Darkest Dungeon is going to continue. It's now in a much better spot now that nobody is blood cursed for now. But hey, and we got one final boss in the Weald, the Brigand 16-pounder to take care of. Got the better of us last time, but I think this time we mean business this time. And want to take that out for sure. And then after that, it's pretty much just the Countess in the Crimson Court. The Shrieker, I do want to give at least a solid try and beat the stupid crow monster thing at least once, just to say I did it and maybe recover some of my more precious trinkets from it. But I don't know if I'll continue to fight it, because I'm pretty sure the Shrieker is like the Fanatic, where it doesn't matter how many times you beat the piss out of it, it just keeps on popping back up. So we'll at least fight it once just to say, or fight it and beat it once just to say we did. And then, of course, there's the actual, titular Darkest Dungeon itself, which has not yet been explored. So, yeah, it's probably going to be about time where we're going to be exploring the Darkest Dungeon and getting into the literal endgame. And maybe, too, the sleeper over in the farmstead. Though, I don't know, the farmstead has been interesting. Like, it's kind of a cool concept, but I also think it's going to take a lot to get to the sleeper, since you have to fight the miller again on top of everything. So we'll see. That might be a just, this ain't worth it deal. Like with the Fanatic, like, we saw the Fanatic. We saw him do his awful bullshit, and yeah, we don't need to. No. He ain't gonna be permanently dead, so I don't need to kill him. Like, I don't feel the same need to get revenge on him like Brigand Wolf. Or Wolf, if you pronounce it the way he wants you to pronounce it, but he spells it with 2 V's. Come on. Who does that these days? So he should be fine having it pronounced Wolf. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't matter what he thinks. He's dead. Dead people don't have opinions, typically. Whoa, okay, so all that rambling aside, that is going to do it. Yeah, nothing else to say except for, take care of yourselves out there. It's fucking brutal, even not counting the weather, just everything else. Maybe, is there anybody... Let's see, what is Sappy up to? Inside the back rooms. I don't know. I think I will just end it here, because like I don't think I have the energy to hang out on another stream now. So, and I got it's another work week, folks. So I think we're just gonna end it here tonight. Again, thank y'all for joining me. Take care of yourselves out there. Maybe make sure that I am on the correct things on my little iPad here. And I'll see you on the next stream. Until then.